afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start this presentation by asking a simple question. How many of you start off the day with a cup of coffee? Can I see a show of hands? There we go. This is good participation. We only have, it's increasing. Here we go. So I, for my part, am particularly fond of Ethiopian Arabica coffee from the Bonga region, which is in the highlands and profoundly impacted by climate change. But what if I would tell you that the water footprint for a kilogram of roasted coffee is 19,000 liters of water? Surprisingly, coffee production requires more water than wine, fruits, or vegetables. Even though I come from Canada, a country that accounts for 9% of the fresh water on the globe, with less than 0.5% of the world's population, I feel compelled to protect that resource. This is both for the selfish reason that I want to be able to enjoy my coffee guilt-free, but more importantly, because I worry about the kind of world my grandchildren will have and the legacy I will leave behind for future generations. With that in mind, 25 years ago, following my studies in engineering and international finance, I decided to undertake a quest towards a sustainable future. I'm here to present to you the fruit of my labor, the water pearl. Its potential and applications are what I consider miraculous. But my ambition is to convince you that it can be the tool which will enable every person on the planet to immediately impact global warming. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Here's a short video to explain this wonderful solution.
Water is the most precious resource on the planet, the essence of life. Yet we're not managing it well. 70% of water consumption goes to agriculture. Evaporation caused by the sun accounts for 40 to 50% of irrigation water losses and ends up in the atmosphere as water vapor. We've developed a technology to prevent this issue efficiently, the water pearl. Our nature-based solution creates a barrier for water vapor while letting water and air flow freely, which drastically reduces evaporation of this precious resource. With most soils, plants don't need to spread their roots looking for hydration. It's already there, and this encourages biomass growth above the ground. That means more fruit. It creates a quality environment for the plant to grow in, with less bacteria and algae. This basically means healthier crops. So farmers need fewer biocides, no herbicides, and reduce their water consumption by 50%, all while increasing their yield by 25%. And all of this is possible without giving up quality. The water pearl is a reusable and nature-based solution, 100% organic and biodegradable, and it requires no maintenance. Our technology addresses contemporary water management challenges across all sectors, particularly regarding conservation and efficiency in sustainable agriculture and sustainable cities. The potential for water pearls spreads far beyond farming. The technology can mitigate desertification and shift dry lands into agricultural lands and create carbon sinks. But most importantly, it's the best way to counter climate change, since water vapor is the main cause of the greenhouse effect. In short, our technology deals with many environmental problems and can be used by all, and will allow farmers to get more crop per drop. To learn more, please visit our website at rhstindustries.com.
All right, now I'd like to go ahead and showcase the proposal with a business model canvas. We create value by reducing evaporation. So therefore, we're impacting global warming because we're reducing the amount of water vapor going up into the atmosphere, which carries all of the energy from the sun, and it heats the atmosphere as it condenses. We also impact water footprint. We reduce the water that's required for the plant because there's no evaporation. Next, we go ahead and we can reverse desertification. We can increase all the green space on the planet by transforming desert into vegetation. Finally, we have food security. We're able to go ahead and obtain more crop per drop. These are the benefits that our technology is able to generate. When we look over here at customer relations, we establish long-term partnerships with some very large state-owned enterprises, and our first major customer is China. China imports food for 800 million people. Their quest is to be able to supply food locally, and it has to be organic because nobody likes to eat contaminated food. And our channel there is through large state enterprises that have local distribution, dedicated expert sales teams, and participation in trade shows. The customer segment consists of two main targets: climate change impacted countries which have a rain deficit, such as China, India, Spain, and also arid and semi-arid countries which have a lot of desert space where nothing grows in sand, such as China, India, and Australia. Now, our key activities, well, our key partners here are going to be presently state-owned enterprises in China, which are very large ag operations in the Middle East, and then we also collaborate with agricultural research institutions and universities in order to assess the benefits, provide technical support, and to provide independent certification in the countries. Key activities are R&D to optimize the product and ag systems, quality control, and reduce cost of production, which requires researchers and financiers to support those activities. Our costs, we strive to go ahead and reduce our fixed costs. However, they are covered in our licensing fees. So it's easy to go ahead and get financing from your customer because the licensing fees are risk averse because they're able to go ahead and have improved operations and performance with 50% reduced water footprint and 25% increase in yield. Therefore, they're able to generate more crop per drop. This solution is unique, it is long-lasting, and it embraces the circular economy because the bees can be used over and over and over again. So what we need is your involvement to make this happen everywhere. Thank you for your attention, and I'm ready to answer questions.
Can I ask, I have a rather technical question, I guess. How long does the technology last when it's in the ground?
We've incorporated a biodegradation system that is involving ultraviolet exposure. So if you expose it to the sun, you're good for 2% degradation per year. So in 50 years, you lose your product. However, if it's covered and you don't expose it to UV, we anticipate that we'd be able to compete with the pyramids.
All right, if there's no questions in the audience, we're actually out of time, so thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
For your pitch. It was very interesting technology. Please join me in thanking Thomas.